everything that the world, the drama of the world wants us to do is not use our imagination. So using your imagination to masturbate is a good way to first exercise your imagination and to integrate the feelings that come along with that fantasy, whatever that fantasy is. Because, I mean, the difference between you not getting girls and you getting girls is your state of consciousness, your state of being. It's how you feel. Okay? An exercise that I used to take guys through when I was hosting different boot camps. I would line all the guys up kind of like in a runway type thing. And I'd have them walk down kind of like this fake runway, and I would just have them walk toward me just as they normally would. And as you can imagine, they all walk toward me with their head down looking at the floor because the floor is so amusing and entertaining. So then after that I've all of them went through, and we videotaped every guy coming down through, so just so they could see themselves. Then one at a time, I would take them through this little visualization. All right, you're standing there. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine for 1 minute that you went to a party, and at this party you show up, and the second you show up, you know, everybody there, people are all people from that you know. But something's really different. Like when you walk into this place, you're glowing. You are a sexy motherfucker. You're on fire. You're feeling like you own this place. And everybody's coming up to you, and there's a bunch of people you know and people you don't know, and everybody's, hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing? And shaking your hand. Like, they want to get to know you. Everybody wants your attention. Everybody's like excited to have you around. And you go up and you order a drink, and you get a drink, and you look over, and you have a couple buddies, you get a couple friends of yours, they're sitting there talking, hey, how you been, bro? And patting you on your back. So you look over, and there's these two girls. There's these two really freaking sexy girls. And they start eyeing you, and you're eyeing them, and you're still like laughing and having fun talking to your buddies. Next thing you know, these two girls just out of the blue come up and grab your hand and say, come on. And just grab your hand and take you and lead you into the bedroom. And you're walking, you're like, what the fuck's going on? All right, whatever. You're just open, you're going with the flow, you're allowing things to happen. Well, they taking you in that bedroom, and they whisper in your ear and say they want to fuck you. You guys have the hottest, wildest sex ever. Now, you just finished. Imagine yourself walking out of that bedroom, knowing that everybody you know and a whole shitload of people that you don't know are out there, and you're walking out, and they're all like, yeah, because they just heard you fucking these two hot-ass girls. How are you going to walk out of that room? Now, then I would have them walk down toward me. I said, how are you going to walk out? And they walk out with their head held high, their fucking chest is sticking out, they're like feeling like they're glowing, their energy's glowing, they're content because they just got off, but they're 100% present and feeling like the fucking man. It's a powerful exercise.
Well, let me ask you, Corey, isn't that getting validation from them?
No.
In that moment?
No. It's
like you are glowing because
you're not glowing because of anything. You're not glowing because of them. You're just glowing. You're feeling on top of the fucking world. You're getting that recognition that's confirming your glow. That you're the fucking man, that you are the center of your universe. You own this place. You are in a place of pure fucking potential. Anything is possible.
Because, it seems to me like the girls fucked you and you feel like a man. If the girls didn't fuck you, you don't feel like a man.
You're missing the point, bro.
You should feel like, right? Even if they don't care about you, right?
Like, God damn, bro. So you're taking a scenario that Corey's pointing out, and you're putting your beliefs all over that shit. It's like interpreting that entire scenario from your limiting beliefs. It has nothing to do with what he was trying to say. He was literally saying that someone feels like they're on top of the world. Because he feels like he's on top of the world, everyone recognizes that he feels that way, and that is the whole scenario. He's talking about the person already being on top of the world. Everyone gets to see it. The girls who are with him get to see it. The people who see the girls that are with him get to see it. The guy was already in that state. You're the one taking all of this conditionality and putting it on top of the entire situation. So you have to realize your mind is playing tricks on you. Hardcore. Like your mind is really fucking with you. But the point is your mind is in that state and your mind is interpreting all of these things from that state. That's why, like, if something were to happen where there's no explanation, the way Corey would think about the situation and the way you would think about the situation are like two different things. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to start noticing how your mind puts limitations on.
I'm not against the situation. Like, if the girls like fucked a guy, it's amazing. But if they didn't, feel amazing.
No, the point, that's not the point. The point is that you're already starting to think about it from the validation perspective. It was a boundless possibility, and you automatically reduced it to the way you perceive things day to day.
I didn't reduce it. I'm just noticing, validation thing, but I didn't reduce it to validation.
But the point is, no one was talking about validation. You're the one who talked about it.
But noticing it is not reducing it to validation.
Okay. So think about it this way, right? When I say reducing it, I'm talking about taking infinite potential and moving it into a fixed position. You might not see it as reducing it. No, well, okay.
I'm seeing the picture that Corey painted. Everything. It's good.
But no one is talking about No one is talking about validation, and you're talking about it. You see what I'm saying?
If you were actually visualizing that and imagining that scenario, and you literally put yourself into that position, it has nothing to do, the whole idea or topic or question of validation is completely irrelevant when you're in that position. And what I'm telling you is you can get into that position without the looks, without the job, without the whatever it is without the validation. You can get into that without all the shit that you think is needed. Erase it. You can experience it now.
Okay, but why do you associate pure happiness with like two girls fucking you?
It was just an example. So you can take one girl. You can take one girl. You can take a guy for all I give a shit.
Yeah, but that's why I just imagine two of those things, like girls, like group sex with girls and happiness and feeling amazing. That's it. I just noticed that, that we tend to do that. We tend to do that as guys, like, okay, girls fucked us, so that's the amazing thing, right?
No. See, that's actually a perspective from somebody that's watched too much porn. A girl does not fuck you. And unless you're in Thailand and she's got a bigger dick than you.
No, she can fuck you and ride you. With all your experience, you surely must have had this kind of sex when a girl is riding you and fucking you.
That your questions come from you being in a position here and them being in a position of here. The point to my visualization that I just gave you, it's not you're focused so much on the fucking details. The details are not relevant. The point is to take and turn it from this, where a girl is an attractive girl that you want is up here, and you going over here. But and once you're up here, it's not anything about you looking down upon. It is actually more of a equality, two people coming together.
Yeah, I'm not negating anything. You know, you have sex with two girls. It's amazing. I'm just noticing that we as guys, like when we talk about happiness, we paint those kind of scenarios, right? So that's why I'm just noticing that we as guys, like, we just happiness means fucking having threesomes or
Well,
something.
you got to stop saying we as guys, because you can only talk for yourself. You have no idea what other guys want, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about myself.
Okay.
So, there's no point in saying, like, you have this kind of, mindset. Everybody has, we all have different mindsets, and,
Right, but what I'm trying to say to you is, this is you right now. This is the world, the you that has what you want. If you could take, this is you, today, present moment, March 17th, 2024. This is you, let's just say, with all of your desires, all of your fantasies, all of your wants fulfilled. Okay, and because we want to talk in terms that we can understand, so this would be on March 17th, 2030. There's things that you got to do to become the person you are over here, your future self, the you 2.0 in 2030. But what I'm telling you is the state of consciousness, your state of mind. You can put yourself into the state of mind, your state of mind that is your ideal future self. Through meditation, visualization, you can do that. And you can get into the state of consciousness that the version of you is in and living and has all the experiences that you want to be experiencing. You can get yourself today, March 17th, into that moment, into that state of mind through your imagination, through your visualization. You can feel what it feels like to have that thing, to experience that woman's touch, to experience that being a leader in your business. You can take the feelings from over here in 2030 and bring them into the now. And the more that you do that, the more frequent you do that, the quicker your reality will begin to change, the quicker you will begin to see different things through a different lens, which then will snowball, allow synchronicities to come in and unfold and manifest to speed up the process to actually having those things.
As long as you're gonna create some desires, you're gonna fuck you up in the future, in 10 years, in 20 years, right?
Why?
You're gonna be dependent on other.
Yeah, but you're not depending on other people. You're not depending on other people. You're not dependent on anything. You have that abundant mentality, with or without. It doesn't fucking matter. Life is good. And when you said that earlier, like you said that very thing, there's an underlying anger and frustration because you're thinking that you're getting this stuff not rationally. You're thinking that you understand it, but you're still fucking pissed off that you're not getting the results that you want. That is not, you can say the words with or, yeah, I have a with or without attitude. I'm good. You can say those words, but to actually mean those words and have that abundant perspective on yourself and life is a completely different thing that I'm talking about.
I was just going to jump in and say something that, like, it's important to understand that, like, to get to what he's talking about is not a logical process. You can't just read a book and go, I get what he's talking about, I'm going to do what he's saying. It's a transformation. You have to face all these parts of yourself that you've never seen. It's a process of transformation to discover who you are as a person. It's not about the people. It's about you as a being. So it's about how you relate to all of existence, all of your friends.
You're gonna transform yourself to have threesomes, right?
But that's how you
You
see
know.
it. It's not about the threesomes.
You got to understand, when I was doing that exercise, that was because the guys did want that. The audience that I was speaking to when I was doing those workshops, they wanted that threesome.
Yeah.
And that's why I gave them that visualization.